I'm your host, Jolie Live, and I'm here with
Anneliese Judge, and I'm here to play Pucker Up.
Anneliese, we're so excited to have you.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited, but I'm also really nervous. The amount of times you said, I'm fine, or you'll be fine to me, I was like, am I going to be okay?
Am I? You're overthinking it. But you said you love sour candy, right?
Yes, I do. I really love sour candy. That's like my go-to is like Sour Patch Kids, like gummy worms, things like that. But I was telling you, I've never had the ones on the end before.
Yes, so we're not really sure about those.
They're kind of staring at me right now, and I don't appreciate it.
No, these are a lot more sour than like Sour Patch Kids and gummy worms. So we're gonna see how much you actually like
if
sour
I actually
candy.
like it. I might leave and be like, I'm done. Like, we're done.
Yep.
We're not friends
Never
anymore.
sour candy again. But we have Sweet Magnolias. We have season 4 is already out.
Yes.
So we need to know all the tea.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited that it's finally out because we can finally talk about like the mini Magnolias and Ty and Annie, of course, and just like all the fun that we had this season. I feel like this season had such a different feel, and it was very reminiscent to season 1, that like nostalgia of it. And I think we got to see so much growth from Annie too. And this season, I feel like it all kind of came together in a way that just made me so happy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really excited to be able to talk about it now.
Well, we're going to. So ready for level 1?
This is, yes.
Yes. Okay, ready? So, through your Who to Judge book club, along with your posts on the page, we know that you love reading, going to the movies, and cooking. But what are the top 3 things that social media doesn't know about you?
That I have an older brother. A lot of people know that I have a little brother, but not everybody knows that I also have an older brother.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like surface level, but literally every time I'm talking to somebody, they're like, oh yeah, how's your little brother and stuff? And like we talk about it, and then I ask about their siblings, and then I'm like, do you also know that I have an older brother? So I think that's kind of funny. Gosh, I really I do these Friday favorites posts. That's already getting me on my book club page, and so I really share a lot about my life there. Like, I love Pure Bar. I think I maybe just recently shared the last Friday favorites, but I didn't really go into it. So this is like kind of well, I think that I'm on this journey of really challenging why I don't like things and things that I don't like. And so I'm really enjoying trying foods that I don't like, or trying instruments that I played as a kid that I just stopped doing randomly. I think of the violin. I stopped playing the violin, and I remember it so specifically when I was in middle school because somebody told me I sucked at it, which maybe says something about me that I just was like,
I quit.
Oh, then I guess it's not for me. But just if it was, whether it be somebody told me I wasn't good at it, or told me that they didn't like it, and so being a recovering people pleaser, I was I don't like that thing either then. Jeez.
I actually hate it.
Yeah. I was oh
could
God,
live without it.
Me neither.
What made you want to start trying things you didn't like?
I think it was a conversation. Well, I think it's an abundance of things actually. Part of it is a conversation that I had with Joanna about producing and about the future that I want for myself, and just the things that I want to explore, because I think really this season 2 was fun for me because in all of that, I had already kind of wanted to do that for myself, but I read On Writing by Stephen King, which is a huge book. I feel like every writer ever reads this book. And I enjoy writing, but for myself. And so there's kind of also a question of if I want to write for other people too. And so I was I read that book, and he describes walking into a room and there's all these doors, and to him he just wanted to fling them all open and see what was behind them. And I think that for a long time I was stuck in this mindset of well, I was in this room with all these doors, but the acting door was open, and so that's the only you can only do one at a time. The acting door is open, so I have to wait, and because I want that to always be open, I don't have any plans to not act.
To close it?
Yeah, to close it. And I was oh, well, this is where we are.
Yeah.
And so I think that reading that, and then all the conversations that I had with our showrunner and with Joanna and all of my friends, and then my boyfriend who's a producer, just talking about it all, I was who told me that? Who told me that I could only do one thing or be one thing? And I was me.
That would
I told
be
myself
me.
That. Yeah.
That's me.
Oops, I did that. And so I think that this past year has been just like such a year of like self-discovery and
Yeah.
exploration and finding the things like that I really enjoy. And so a part of that I think is then like challenging things that I don't like and why I don't like them and really like digging into the why. So that's been fun.
Yeah. But I should start doing that. I think I'm going to
It's
try things that I
fun.
hate.
It's so
It's
fun.
a lot of things.
I know.
So I'm going to start doing that. Yeah. I should probably. You're inspiring me over here.
Oh, thanks. It's fun.
Did you think it was sour?
That's like my fun. Like I liked this sour. I was like, it's pretty good. I just didn't want to break my teeth.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. That's understandable. We don't want you breaking your teeth either. Okay.
Yeah.
Just one. They're small, but
Okay. Is there like a really good color?
the pink's
like,
really yummy.
Okay.
Pink or blue is really yummy.
What if you were like joking and that was like the
It's
worst,
like the
flavor
worst
ever?
flavor. It's horrible.
And I was like, that's really good.
You wouldn't even know. You
I
wouldn't
know.
even know.
Is it okay?
Okay, so you have a TikTok repost that if it makes for a good story, you go for it, especially when it comes to love. So we kind of heard in level 1, but what is your current relationship status and what is the wildest thing you've done for love?
I think that this one was pretty good.
It's really yummy after.
Well, I do have a boyfriend. Which like some people know. We were talking about like some people know and some people like totally missed the post.
Yeah,
But I do have a boyfriend. His name is Cameron. I wear a C.
I know,
and
I was like,
everybody's-
I
I know
saw the
everybody's
C.
always like.
I was like, your name's
"What?"
Anneliese. That does not start with a C.
I know. I have another C that more looks like a squiggle. So it's funny. So I wear this one more now. I think,
Yeah.
because it's like obviously a C.
How long have you been dating?
We've been together. We met January 2023. And then I think this might be one of the craziest things that I've done for love, but it was more like self-love, is that we went on a date, and it was like amazing. It was so
Yeah.
fun. We like laughed the whole night. And then I ran away and I decided I was gonna live in LA for like two months, and
Yeah.
I like completely ghosted him. And I was like, this is a little scary. And so we like didn't really talk. And because I really like, I didn't expect to meet someone like, not like so soon after my last relationship, which was also like quite a few years. But like, I think that it was still like, it felt a little soon for me, like to have been, we met on a dating app too. And so I was like, oh, these like work.
Yeah. This might be my
Like,
boyfriend.
I was like, oh wait, I might actually really like this guy. And it scared me. And so I was like, you know what? Like, recovering people pleaser, as we already said, I was like, I'm gonna do the thing for me. I was like, I'm gonna go to LA for like 2.5 months, and I'm just gonna like be there, live in a place where I don't really know anybody, and like just do this for me. And then we got back, and it was around the time of his birthday.
Got back to where?
To Georgia, or
Okay.
yeah, to Georgia, because I was living in Atlanta at the time, and it was his birthday, and I was like, hey, happy birthday. And then
I'm back.
I know, I was like, hi, dude. And it's crazy because I guess he had like told his mom about me, and he like waited, and it was so nice.
Oh,
and so,
oh
like
my
they were like,
God.
when I finally met them, they were like so excited, and they were like, I remember hearing about you. And it's funny too that like I'm so glad that I did that, because we just like clicked so well. It was like, I got back, we hung out, and then like he basically like had a drawer at my place, like I had a drawer at his, like we moved in together, like we
Right away.
we really moved in really quick, and it just like worked. Like everyone who meets us now is like, you guys are like not married and you haven't been together for like your entire life.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no.
No.
But like it kind of feels like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now you live out here together.
Yeah, we do.
That's so sweet. And he's a producer.
He is a producer.
I'm so glad we got the tea now, because a lot of people are wondering if you were in a relationship or not. So now we know.
Now you know.
Okay. Did you think those were sour? Level 2?
That wasn't bad. That
Okay,
was like
yummy.
pretty good. Yeah, I'm hoping in a sense that like I've just like burned my taste buds off in the past, like with how much sour candy I would eat as a kid.
That's good, because you can't blame us.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so
You're like,
it was your own
And I
doing.
start crying. That's on me.
That was you.
Yeah,
That was
on
you.
me.
How you were raised. Okay. What color are you gonna
How
go for?
were raised. No, honestly, I think I'm gonna go for the yellow, because that's usually like lemon. I think.
Yeah. Sorry, they're sticky.
No, that's okay.
Okay. This is smack the table. So if it
Okay.
applies, smack. And if you can answer.
Okay.
Okay.
And what do I do if it doesn't apply? I
Don't
just
smack.
Don't smack. Okay.
Yep. Just no smack.
All right.
Okay. Ready? Smack the table if you'd ever do a spin-off mini Magnolias.
No, the mini Magnolias, like, I just love them. Harlan and Artemis, they are like so sweet and so
Okay.
kind. And so we're just really good friends. No, I just like, I think it'd be really cool. So Annie in season 1, she like, oh my gosh, my mouth is like watering. But it was good, but I liked it. She really like had a hard time in her small like southern hometown. Like that's something that I really relate to, like growing up in a place where like you have really big dreams and like very big artistic creative dreams, and oh my gosh. And you like feel like the town is like in a way like almost too small, like not, you know what I mean? You have to understand me on this one.
No, I'm from a small town. I get it.
Yeah, and so I feel like she like really struggled with feeling like she could love both her like small town and the people there and the village there, and like that they would support her through these things, and that she could have these big dreams and like go off and do things, and that both of those things could exist at the same time. And so then like I feel like that was something she really struggled with, and she slowly like throughout the seasons has come to really appreciate her village, really appreciate her community, and also I think was really inspired by the 3 Magnolias in building the spa and really getting to see them chase like such a big dream and do their thing. Her mom has a kitchen, like a restaurant, and works in the kitchen, is really passionate about that. And then Helen with her law practice and how like just like she just like goes for stuff, and how she also chooses herself in her own relationships time and time again, I think is really empowering. And so we kind of see Annie learning from that and really absorbing all of that. And then this season, like she goes to Eric for advice, she goes to her aunt for advice, she goes to Paula for advice, and just like how she kind of seeks out those people in her community and people in her life and like really leans on them and like appreciates them really, not necessarily for the first time, but like we see that the most this season. And so I feel like that was just so fun. And like that ending scene with Ty and Annie where they like fight and she says like, whoa, I'm going to school. This is something that's like really important to me. I'm not just gonna give up my dream for yours. Like I don't know if she would have done that season 1. Like I don't know if she would have had the courage to really choose herself and like continue to chase her dreams, especially because like the relationship with Ty is something she also like really wanted for a really long time.
Right.
Like I think that I was like super proud of her for that, and I think that like I don't know. So I think also like her mini Magnolias, that's like what they decide to name themselves. And I think it was like episode 5. I don't know. You'll probably know better than me. When they like cheers their milkshakes, they do a milkshake night. Like I just thought that was so sweet because within like that struggle in her hometown to really like find herself and like figure out that she can have all of these things, that they can all exist. Like she also like said to her mom a few times, like, I don't have Magnolias. Like I don't have my friends like this who I really like love and support and like feel connected to, and like I really want that. And so for her to get that also this season was just like really special and like made me so happy for her. I felt like it was so big. And so I would love if like, I would love even in season 5 if we're renewed, like to continue that and continue to see them grow their friendship, to support each other in the same ways. And like, that doesn't mean that they won't ever fight, they won't ever disagree. We saw that with the Sweet Magnolias too. I think that it's just like having like empowering women in your life and women in your life who can like support you, hold you accountable, like help you to be the best version of yourself is like so important. And I love that that's such a big message of the show. And so to continue that, like, and show that as like the teens age and then like the mom's age, like that you can have that like in every phase of your life, I guess is like really nice.
Yeah. So you definitely do it.
I would so do it if they decided to ever like explore that. Like I'm in.
Yeah. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Smack the table if you're like Annie in real life.
Yeah. I'm definitely like Annie. Sorry, I didn't mean that, Andy.
No, you don't need to. You're good.
I'm definitely like Annie. I think we grew up like very similarly in terms of like our environment, and I think like also like hers is with photography, but mine was with acting. Like I never knew that like this could be a career for me, and I definitely owe a lot of that to the studio that I trained at. I went to them when I was like 13 years old. Like Drew Matthews, Kelsey Chandler Matthews, Lee Spencer, they are fantastic acting coaches. And like, I really feel like watching them work and
Yeah.
watching them, like, they were so inspiring to me. And like, I think that like seeing that was really important to me. And the same way, like, I think Annie had to see her mom and Maddie and Helen, like, pursue their dreams and
Right.
make something like that impacted the community also in such a big way. Like, I think Annie definitely wanted her art to touch people and to like move people and to be seen by people. Like, I
Yeah.
think she wanted it to make a difference and make some sort of impact. And so seeing the women do that and make the impact that they did, I feel like she was like, oh wow, I can actually do that, like, right here where I am. I don't have to move to do
Yeah.
that. And even though like she now wants to move, it's like, I think she learned her lesson there. This is just
yeah.
like another chapter for her.
Yeah.
Should I eat a candy?
Oh no, you're good.
Okay.
Because you've been answering. And then last one to smack the table is smack the table if you have a favorite outfit from season 4.
Favorite outfit? I really love, the very first one that came to mind was, I posted it on my Instagram. It was that long sleeve striped, like, button up cardigan. It was like burgundy and navy, I think, with these like wide leg jeans and ballet flats. They started my obsession with ballet flats. I'm literally wearing them right now. The Mary Janes, like, they're so cute. So I love that one. But I think my second favorite is the Christmas Eve dress that I wore.
The red one?
Yeah, the red, like, velvety long sleeve with the fur. It was so cute. It was so funny because we got there, and I think it's just like a style that's for everybody, like, made for everyone.
Yeah.
And we got to the church where we were shooting, and I was sitting there, and we like went through a couple different, like, the camera was pointed like this way, like it is right now.
Yeah.
And then we were watching the kids perform and sing. I don't remember what they were singing, but they were singing on the pews, or the front stage. They were singing on the front stage. And I was watching them and I was like, oh my gosh, they're like so sweet. Like, this is so cute. Like, this is such a nice day at work. And I look over, my gaze goes down, and there's a little girl, and I was like, her dress is like so cute.
Are you wearing the same
And she
one?
was wearing the same dress as me, but it was in white. And she was like 5 years old. And I was like,
Oh. Are we wearing the same dress?
oh, yeah. And I was like, that is literally so funny. I was like, she looks so cute. And I was like, and I really like it. Like,
You're like adjusting your
I feel like this is
sleeves. You're
cute.
like, this looks familiar.
I know. I was like, oh my gosh, this is.
That's my dress.
I was like, whoa. I was like, oh my gosh. And I was like, wait, I'll change. I was like, I'll
You
change
stay.
because you look super cute. I was like, let me go change. But
Let me go to the costume department real quick.
I know.
Switch
so
it out.
I like went and I told them, and I was like, hey guys, I was like, this is like so cute. And I was like, and I don't think we should change it. I wonder if anyone would notice. I was like, but we're wearing the same
We're
dress.
wearing the same dress.
And we were all laughing so hard about it. It was the funniest thing. But they ended up putting like robes on them, and so it was fine. But you might be able to see like
The end, the
like
cuff.
the fur like under her cuff.
It's funny how they dressed you. So it's like, didn't you? But it's good that there's sizes in that dress for 5-year-olds.
I know. I was like, so if you love it, like.
All sizes.
I know.
All
I
shapes
think
and
it's
sizes.
like I literally think it's for everybody. So it was so cute, though. I really like that dress.
I had to ask because you posted the TikTok of the slides, like BTS, and everyone's like, your outfit's 8 this season.
It was so nice.
So
everybody hyped
Netflix
me
is
up
doing
so
good with the
much.
outfits.
I know.
Across their shows. A lot of people are
Yeah.
like, the outfits are finally clicking. They're getting good
Yeah.
stylists in the door. Okay, ready for 4?
Yes.
These ones might be a little sticky. You gotta get in there
Okay.
too.
Ooh,
It
also
takes like
another
5
one.
seconds to kick in.
Okay.
A story time with Carson.
I like this one. It's sour.
Yeah. But it's yummy.
Mhm. I feel like we've gotten so many like really great like memories together. Like we hang out like quite a bit when we're working. He lives in Florida with his family, and so like I don't live in Florida. And so we only really see each other like when we happen to see each other, or typically like around the time that we're going back for another season.
Yeah.
But him and my boyfriend especially, like, they're better friends than like we're friends. Like, we were good friends, and now it's like a
They're like best
bromance that
friends.
like I'm like not a part of.
Yeah.
And so
They're like, we don't need you.
I know, like they do so much together. It's so funny. But I feel like even like I think about most recently like coming here to play. Like I texted him and I was like, hey, like I'm like actually like really nervous, just because I've never done something like this before.
Yeah.
Truthfully, and so he sent me like a really nice message, and it was just like, you know, if you just like be you and you like speak from your heart and you say everything with love and you just like be who you are, like I think you're gonna be great. Like, and it was
Yeah.
just like such a nice like encouraging message that like really encapsulates like our friendship of just like mutual support and like trust and like ability to just like talk in that way. Like, because I guess I'm telling everybody now that I was nervous. Maybe,
right.
Sorry, that's why the first question
Actually,
I didn't have a lot to say because I guess I just tell everybody everything. But I wouldn't confide in everybody in that way, I think. And so it's like, I think it's just really sweet that like, I don't know, that like we are able to do that.
You have a friendship outside of the show.
Yeah, and I think that that's really nice. And it definitely makes working together so much easier because there is that like mutual trust and mutual respect and like also loving each other's partners and like having this like, not a trio because there's 4 of us, but whatever you would call like a group of 4 people.
Yeah.
Like,
a friend group.
Quad. Yeah, a friend group. Like, it's just nice like to hang out and like, I don't know. It's just like not weird in the way that you like
would think
hear
it'd be weird
from so many people. And so that's like another thing that I'm really grateful for. I think I've been so fortunate on like every aspect of our show and like the way that things have kind of unfolded for me.
Yeah.
Like I feel so grateful for so many pieces of that. And that's why I was telling Cameron I was worried I was going to be boring because I was like, all of my tea is me basically coming back around the same, like, I'm just like really grateful. And, like, I just like love everybody. And, like,
I love everybody. Thankful for this life.
I know. I'm like, she's just like in her positivity of like loving.
Trying new
everything.
things.
Yes, trying
self-love.
New things, like putting herself first, ghosting people. But then maybe deciding we still really like them. Like, So,
Okay, ready for the death level 5? You're going to think these ones are sour. So I'm going to get the switch jar near you.
I
In
thought
case you need it.
I was going to eat one of these. I was like,
Actually, eat the ones you've already ate.
Yeah, I was like, Okay. I'm really nervous. And is this 6?
Yeah.
So they're different. They're not just
they're
different flavors.
Nope. Okay. You're going to be fine. Just spit it out if you need to.
Okay.
You like sour candy.
I do. I like sour candy.
It's mind over matter.
It is.
Mind over matter.
Okay.
So, this is the most asked question, what everybody wants to know. So, why do you think Ty and Annie had such short screen time together in season 4? And what is your whole opinion on Ty and Annie? And what do you want to see happen? Yep.
Okay. I know that was a creative decision by our showrunner, Cheryl Anderson. And then also, I think it was a scheduling thing for Carson. I think that's like not my business and not my job to figure out.
Scheduling.
And so I didn't feel that watching this season. I think I really loved that we got Ty and Annie so early because like it was unexpected. Like even reading the first script, like we came into it like really ready to like go the whole season like
wondering,
kind of figuring it out. And so like to get it, like Annie's line of like about damn time, I think everybody felt that. And literally in the table where I said that and everyone was like
finally
whooping and like clapping and like laughing, and it was such a fun read. And so I think like I really love the season that we got together in the way that we showcased like real relationship problems for like that age range of like having different dreams and like going to college and like figuring out what you want for yourself. And like I kind of love that that's like I feel like all the problems in the show are like real issues that like people deal with, and I think that's why it resonates for so many people. Like everyone can see parts of their own life in this. And so I really enjoyed the storyline, and I really enjoyed that, like, because in the same way that I said, like, I'm really proud of Annie for, like, being like, this is something I want to do. I'm going to go do it. Like, you're not going to stop me. I'm not putting my dream on hold for you. Like, Ty did the same thing. Like, it's something he really, like, we saw him sing to Annie in season 3. He's been working on music after baseball. Like, and I think it's really natural for people to, like, have a shift in interests, like, or, like, let another interest take focus. Like, it's the same thing we were talking about with, like, all the doors. Like, I think for Ty and Annie, it was like, okay, like, baseball's maybe, like, cracked. Like, the door's, like, a little cracked open. We don't know, like, if it'll go back or what he wants to do, you know, but Ty is, like, decided that he's opening, like, the music door and the band and, like, gonna work on that and see where it goes. And so, like, I think that, like, I feel the same way as Annie and, like, encouraging him in that way. Like, I think that's what you do for people you love. I think that's what you do for your friends and for like especially partners in that way. Like ideally you want to like let them spread their wings and do their thing, and like if they come back together, they do. I don't even think it's clear if we broke up. Like I don't even like we just
it's not.
So it's like
you have the conversation that it was like, okay, are they actually gonna break up, or like you assume, but it's like one of those things like, what are they okay?
Yeah, and I think that like we're kind of until we're renewed for a 5th season and we get the scripts, like I don't know
what happens.
I don't know if we really broke up or if it was just a fight, but I think that like that's like the question at the end of the season. Like every season kind of ends with like something that carries you into the next. Obviously, that's how like TV is written.
Yeah.
That's what like gets you excited for the next season. So I think that it's one of those like gosh, that one.
The aftermath.
That one was good. That one was.
Do you see all the TikTok comments though about people are like, we're literally watching for Ty and Annie to see their storyline and what happens with them?
Oh my gosh, I see some of them. I don't see all of them. I have a interesting relationship with the internet of like, I put like pieces of myself out in like my little corner of the internet, and then like I try not to give too much weight to other people's like opinions about it necessarily, if that's the way to phrase that. Like only because like art is so subjective and stories are so subjective, and like everyone's going to feel differently about things, and like that's absolutely everyone's right to feel. And so like I know how I feel about working on the season, like the way that I felt like going through each scene and watching it myself, like, and all the behind the scenes things that make each scene what it is for me.
Yeah.
And so like I know that like not everybody has all of that, and so like they're gonna have their own feelings about it. And so I don't know, I think that like I see some of it when it comes up on my feed just because I engage so much with the other cast's photos and things that like it comes on my feed.
Your For You page and suggested.
Yeah, I'm not like a super scroller when it comes to like comments, because like my feelings get hurt if you like say something that like
no.
is like not super nice, then I'm like
but most of them are very nice about Ty and Annie.
100%.
Like they're in love with you guys. Like the edits of you guys kissing and stuff.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny and it's so sweet, and like it's honestly like I think that's like one of my favorite things is seeing everyone's reactions to like the work that we do.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, did you think that was sour?
I did. It was like I was going to put it in my mouth, and you know like we like have all of the senses, and so like it's almost like you can almost taste how sour it is before it touches your tongue.
Yeah, no, it gets
like,
there close and you're like, it's about to hit.
Yeah. And I was like, this is gonna be bad.
But look, you only have one more to get through.
I know. Woof. Okay.
Optional color you want. There's a pink one down there, but I don't know if you want it
That's
pink.
okay.
Yeah.
I feel like the universe said no because it's on the bottom. For fun. I don't typically like orange.
It's my least favorite flavor too.
Yeah, but maybe I'll like the orange with this one.
Yep.
So.
You might not.
Maybe not, but I won't know until I try it. So, okay.
Okay, so you kind of have said if it's renewed, so we're not sure. So can you confirm if there is a season 5 of Sweet Magnolias, and then what do you want, if there is a season 5, what do you want to see happen with Ty and Annie?
Okay, we have not been renewed for season 5 yet.
We don't know. There's no rumors? Do you know anything?
No, there's still a little bit of time before Netflix, I think, has all the information that they need to make a decision. I think, like, my hope would be that we'd be back by the summer.
Yeah.
Just because, like, that would be awesome.
Awesome.
And I really like Atlanta, so I'm like, as soon as I can go back
I'm
to
ready
Atlanta,
to go back.
I will. Like, yeah, I would love for us to have a season 5. I think if we had another season, I would love to see more of the mini Magnolias. I would love to figure out, like, if Annie is gonna, I guess it would be Annie breaking up with Ty, maybe. It seemed like she was calling the shots.
Yeah.
So, I'd like to know, like, what happens next for them, and then I also, like, would love to continue to see Annie, like, exploring her art, whether that be, like, at college or...
Do you think she would go on tour with him, like, and go to Europe and stuff? Like, would they write
I don't
that?
know if Dana Sue would let her. Like, she's 16, 17. Like, she's young. Like, to go to Europe with your boyfriend, like, as a
Yeah.
teenager. Like,
And
I
to give
don't know
up
if-
school side,
Yeah.
like as a mom,
Oh
like
my gosh, I don't know if any parent would like. I don't think my parents would have let me do that. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. So I think that's
the
a
thing
really
is,
hard one.
with summer though, because Ty was like, it's summer and then into fall.
Yeah.
Like you could go for a couple of stops before you go off to college, because I know like
Yeah.
August in California, like for schools or whatever. Me talking, this is realistic.
Oh my
But
gosh.
like you could
Like-
go for like a couple shows, so
Yeah, I
maybe
mean,
they would write you for a couple and then go to college.
Yeah, and then like I mean maybe Annie's like maybe the whole family would go and
Yeah.
do like a family affair. We all like go see Ty. I don't know. I think that there's so many different like outlets and avenues, and I also don't know. Like this past season we had a big time jump, a year, and I think that was like the biggest time jump we've ever had. So I'm also like I don't know if they would consider doing something similar, or if like we would just pick up right where we left
Oh, that's
off.
true. You could
Like,
jump in time.
Yeah, and like, will Annie be at college? Like, will this be before college? Will this be like after college? Like, I don't know. I feel like especially because the books like are after book 3, there's like a significant time jump, and so Annie and Ty's book is book 5, I think, and they're like much older.
Yeah.
Like I think like 25 years older than I am now, and so.
Oh my God,
like,
imagine.
Yeah, I know, but it's like I couldn't play that age right now, and so
Yeah,
I
that is
don't.
true.
But there's so much in between that they could like work with or talk about, and so I think that's really anybody's guess like what the next season would bring, and I definitely am crossing my fingers we get a season 5. I'd
Yeah.
love to go back obviously and work on another season of the show. And especially seeing everybody's reaction to everything, like I feel positively about it. Like I feel very hopeful. But I'm also the same way with auditions. Like you kind of like set it down and you're like, this
Right.
was so amazing. This was so fun. And if we get to do it again, like I'm so grateful. But like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
We hope you get season 5.
Thank
Because I mean,
you.
as viewers, like everybody wants a season 5. Everyone's like,
Oh my gosh.
we need a season 5. Like all the comments now. You give them 4, and then it's like now we need 5. You give them 5, and now it's like we need 6. So,
Yeah.
but it's good to know that the fan base is so loyal and like wants to keep seeing what's happening. Because that's 5 seasons is a lot of seasons.
I know. It's
So.
insane. And like, it's just like not anything like that I could have ever predicted for myself. And like I just like feel so excited for everything to come, and like if there is a spin-off one day, like I'm so in. Like I just love the team behind the show so
Yeah.
much that like if they just wanted to like work with me forever, I would work with them
You're
forever.
down. You're down.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
here
like,
for you. Here for
I'm
life.
here, like put me in coach
Yeah.
for literally whatever.
We shall see. Fingers
Yeah.
crossed. Okay, how
my
did you
gosh.
feel with Pucker Up? How are the candies?
It was good. It was really good. I would definitely eat these again. I think those two were a little
bit too much.
sour
Yep.
for me. I think they were good, but not
Right.
every day. I could
Yeah.
eat these every day.
Yeah, these ones, they just hurt too much. It hurts your tongue a
I
little
know,
bit too
literally,
much.
like I feel it right here. Like it's also
In your cheeks.
maybe because I was smiling and laughing so much.
That's a good thing, because it was so fun.